Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Johnson County Community College Lady Cavalier Gymnasium. As the number one team in the nation, the Lady Cavaliers at 4-0 in conference, 5 in region, 23-0 on the season. Take on your 6th-ranked Highland Lady Scotties. Highland comes into the contest tonight, 3-0 in conference, 5-0 in region, 21-1 on the year. Highland averaging 87 points a contest, giving up 49. Johnson County is scoring 89.4, giving up 47.3. A matchup tonight between the number 1 and number 2 scoring teams in the nation in the NJCCC Division II. Johnson County comes in tonight with their starters will be this way. They'll be led by number 0. T.S. Collins, a 5'6" freshman out of Kansas City, Missouri, averaging 6 points a ball game. Number 3 will be Chastity Franklin, a 5'6" sophomore out of St. Louis, Missouri, averaging 7.1 points per contest. Their leading scorer, number 11, Erica Nelson, a 5'8" sophomore out of Kansas City, Missouri. Nelson, are averaging right at 17.8 points a contest. The other starter will be number 23, Keona Lee, a 5'11" sophomore out of LeClaire, Wisconsin. And number 33, Shelby Dahl, a 5'10" sophomore out of Overbrook, Kansas, averaging 8 points per game. Highlands will start number 1, Sonia Vukov, a 6'1" freshman from Budapest, Hungary. The JR Conference of Region 6 leading scorer at 20.1 points per contest. Number 3, Bailey Farrell, a 5'6" freshman out of Alba, Oklahoma, averaging 6.6 points per game. Number 5, Jamaica Dowell, a 5'8" freshman out of Lebanon, Tennessee, averaging 11.5 points per contest. Number 12, Cheyenne Tramble will start for Highland, a 5'6" freshman out of Shawnee, Oklahoma, averaging 9.2 points per contest. And Highland's final starter, number 44, Jordan Salas, a 6' sophomore out of Arkansas City, Kansas, averaging 8.3 points per game. This is the 73rd meeting between these two programs, dating back to 1977. Johnson leads the series 55-17, and the Lady Cavaliers have won the last 2 contests between these two programs. Johnson County coached by Ben Conrad in his 8th year. Highland coached by B.J. Smith in his 5th season at the helm of the Lady Scotties. B.J. with a record of 136 wins, 21 losses, chasing Marty Allen for the all-time win mark of 148 games as head coach of the Lady Scotties. Johnson County comes in again, averaging 46% from the floor, 37% outside the arc. They're 69% from the free throw line. They're averaging 11 turnovers per contest. They're forcing 20 by their opponents, and they're holding their opponents just 33% shooting from the floor. The Lady Scotties come in shooting 45% on the floor, 30% outside the arc, and 64% from the cherry stripe. Highland committing 19 turnovers per contest. They're forcing their opponents into 26 turnovers per game, and holding their opponents just 29% shooting throughout the first 22 games of the season. Highland out-rebounded their opponents 48-28 per contest. They're the number 1 team in the NJCCC Division II in team steals, with averaging 16.1 steals per contest. Highland's Sonia Vukov, number 3 in the nation in steals with a 98. That is 3 short of a school record. Held by Ryan Bowser, set in 2013 of 100. Lady Cavaliers are out-rebounding their opponents 46-29, allowing just 7 offensive rebounds per game by their opponents. This ought to be a dandy. Both teams played Heston in their last outing. Highland defeated the Lady Larks 83-49. Johnson County down to Lady Larks 90-44. Johnson County in their home whites. Navy numbers trimmed in athletic gold. The Highland in their road navies. Black numbers trimmed in yellow. About to get underway here from Johnson County Community College. Glad to have you tonight over the Sky Sports Network. Russ Karn bringing you the action tonight. Ivan Baida up above bringing you the play-by-play. And Johnson County controls the tip. We're underway here in the first quarter. Collins with the basketball, top of the circle. They work at the left-hand wing. into the high post. Number 33, Shelby Dahl. Ball back over. Ball thrown away by Sonia Vukov. Vukov with her first steal of the night. Takes it down to the right-hand side. Will get it back to Tremble. Over the left-hand wing. Into the corner for the Lady Scotties. Ball into the corner. Ball knocked away by Johnson County. Dow gets the basketball back. 11 seconds on the shot clock for Lady Scotties and a turnover Highland. So Highland with their first turnover of the night. Johnson County with the one on the steal by Vukov. 9:21 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score. Highland with a full court man-to-man pressure. Will break it off and Johnson County brings it down. TSS Collins with the basketball, guarded by Bailey Farrell. Down the left-hand side, throws up the runner off the glass and good. Collins averaging 6 points a ball game. She got her first 2 on the board tonight. Vukov, top of the circle, crossover rule, down the lane, goes into the post. Ball is blocked, but a foul underneath the basket. Foul's going to be on number 33, Shelby Dahl. That's her first personal foul. And Sonia Vukov shooting 69% for the charity stripe, 78 out of 113 this year. We'll try to get her first 2 points on the board. The first one is up and good. So both teams now with points in the books. Vukov shooting the second of 2. Second one off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Collins. Collins against Farrell, across the midcourt stripe. Behind the back dribble. Gives it off to number 11. That is Erica Nelson, their leading scorer. Nelson, shot up and good. A 2-point basket. Nelson averaging 17 points a contest. Make that 18 points a game. Ball into Jordan Salas. Ball knocked away. Stolen away by Johnson County. Collins down. Gets it off underneath. They get over the left-hand wing. Ball stolen away by Farrell. Nice job by Bailey to get in on the basket. She leads it back to Cheyenne Tremble. Now to Vukov. Now back to Farrell. Down in the left corner. Down the lane. Shot up and good by Bailey Farrell. Farrell averaging 6.5 points a contest. The freshman out of Alva, Oklahoma. 4-3 in favor of Lady Cavaliers. Johnson County, number 1 in the nation in the recent NJCAA poll, undefeated at 23-0. And a traveling violation on Johnson County. Checking the ball game for Lady Cavaliers, number 14. Austin Richardson, a 6-foot freshman out of Lee Summit, Missouri, averaging 9.8 points per contest. Lady Scotties ranked 6th in the NJCAA poll that came out earlier this morning. Highland with a 21-1 record. Both teams undefeated in region and the JL Conference play. Dow down the lane, shot up and good. Jamaica Dow averaging just under 12 points a contest, with her first 2 points on the board. And the Lady Scotties take a lead of 1 at the 7:19 mark of the first quarter. Down the lane, shot blocked by Vukov. And they call a foul on Sonia. And a foul call from behind. Knew the fouls were going to be a big thing tonight. B.J. Smith getting into the officials here on the call. Nelson at the free throw line, averaging 71 for the charity stripe. First one up and good. She's now got 3 points. Nelson, 77 out of 109 coming into tonight's action. Second one is up, and that one rattles in. She's got 4. Johnson County back to the 1-point lead. Now, foul on Johnson County. Foul is on number 3, Chastity Franklin. That's her first. Second team foul against Lady Cavaliers. Vukov gets it tried to get it into South. Ball knocked away by Shelby Dahl. Nelson, the high post, dishes it back out to Franklin. Now back to the top of the circle. 3-point shot up by Nelson is good. Erica Nelson shooting 36% outside the arc. Now got 7 points in the ball game. Vukov at the circle. spin move, baseline, off the glass, no good, partially blocked by number 14, Austin Richardson. Here comes Johnson County with the basketball. Into the corner is Dahl. She gets it down to the low post. That is Richardson with the basketball. Ball thrown away by Vukov. Vukov now with 2 steals in the contest. That ties the school record to my count. Up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Dahl. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll remain Lady Cavalier basketball. Dayshell Claiborne, number 32. 5'10" freshman out of Topeka, Kansas, checking the lineup for the first time. As Jordan Salas will take a seat on the Highland bench. 9-5 in favor of the number 1 team in the nation, the Johnson County Lady Cavaliers. Collins out front, guarded by Farrell. Down the lane, throws up the runner off the glass, no good. Vukov with the rebound. Sonia will bring it down herself as she gets it ahead to Tramble. Cross over to the center of the floor. Tramble goes in, throws off the glass and good. Cheyenne Tramble averaging 9 points a ball game. Freshman out of Shawnee, Oklahoma. Has 2 points in the book. And another turnover by the Lady Cavaliers forced by the Highland defense. Knew that turnovers and fouls were going to be huge in this ball game. Ree Griffin, a 5'3" sophomore out of Chicago, Illinois, number 1 now in the ball game. Along with number 55, Shalia Jamison, a 5'6" freshman out of Lenexa, Kansas, has checked in. So Highland basketball as they trail it by 2 with 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. Down across the top of the circle to Vukov for 3. That one's too hard. And that will go out of bounds off of Highland. It'll be Lady Cavalier basketball. Johnson County basketball are up by 2 here. 5:27 to go first quarter. Again, Russ Karn coming tonight over the Sky Sports Network. Glad to have those of you that are watching us over the Sky Sports Network tonight. Ball given off to number 11, Nelson. They fed it underneath. The ball goes out of bounds. Turnover, Johnson County. That will not make Ben Conrad very happy. Tramble will bring the ball down against number 55, Jamison. Works it to the left-hand side. Now we'll center top of the arc. Farrell outside the arc, gives it back to Vukov. Vukov will try to make a move down the lane, kicks to the right-hand side. Dowell for 3. Jamaica Dowell with 3-point now. She's now got 5 in the ball game. Nelson left-hand side to Collins. Or excuse me, that is Griffin. Shot no good. Trammell will give it down. Lady Scotty's now with a 1-point lead, 10-9. These two teams will meet in the final regular season game of the season up in Highland. We've got a whistle, that'll stop play, and a foul on the floor against Johnson County. Foul's going to be on number 14, Austin Richardson. That's her first. Team foul number 3 against Johnson County. Amani Simmons will check in the lineup for the first time. Number 11 for Lady Scotty, the 5'7" freshman out of Topeka, averaging 3 points per contest. As Bailey Farrell will take a seat. High with the basketball underneath their own bucket. Gives it to Simmons. She'll bring it outside the arc, give it back to Vukov. Sonia with a long 3. That one's off the back iron, no good. Ball knocked back in front. The rebound comes down in the hands of Jamaica Dowell. Crossover dribble by Vukov, spin move, shot short. And rebound comes down to number 11, Erica Nelson. Johnson County basketball, Nelson will go in and draws contact. And she'll pick up a foul off of number 5, Jamaica Dowell. Dowell now with 1 personal. Island now with 2 team fouls in the contest. As at the free throw line will be number 11, Erica Nelson. Nelson with 7 points in the ball game to my count. Averaging 17.8 per contest. Salas will check in for Lady Scotties. Vukov will check out. Kiera Isaiah, a 5'11" freshman out of Kansas City, Missouri, number 21 now in the contest. along with number 3, Chastity Nelson, or Franklin back in the ballgame. Free throw is up and good by Erica Nelson. She's now got 8 points in the contest. Tramble sees an opening, goes down the lane off the glass, spin out, no good. And a foul underneath. That'll be against Jordan Salas of Highland. First personal foul on Salas. Team fouls are now even at 3 apiece. Kiesens Collins now checks back in for the Lady Cavaliers. She will bring the basketball down against Imani Simmons. Collins, left-hand side, gives it off to Nelson. Nelson draws contact from Simmons at the top of the arc. Team foul number 4 against Highland. Lady Cavs have the basketball underneath their own bucket with fresh 30-second clock and 3:36 to go in the quarter. Pass in to number 3, Franklin. Over the left-hand side, three-point shot is up and good by number 14, Austin Richardson. Richardson averaging just under 10 points a ball game at 9.8, shooting 44% outside the arc. 4-point lead by Johnson County. Shot up no good by Dowell. Rebound comes down to the hands of Nelson of the Cavaliers. Collins inside the arc, puts up a jumper good to free throw line. Kiesens Collins will pick up her 4th point of the contest, and B.J. Smith calls a quick timeout. 3:06 to go in the first quarter. Johnson County 16, Highland 10. I'll check some scores around the conference. They'll be back. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. Coming out of the Highland timeout, 3:06 to go in the first quarter. Lady Cavaliers lead Highland 16-10. Sonia Vukov and Jamaica Dow will check into the next dead ball for Lady Scotties. Right-hand side, Imani Simmons will penetrate, gives the ball back to Salas, and they're going to say she traveled. Vukov and Dowell back in the ball game. Claiborne and Simmons check out for Lady Scotties. Johnson County with the basketball. Kiesens Collins with the ball. 5'6" freshman out of Kansas City, Missouri, averaging 6 points a ball game. Guarded by Bailey Farrell. Gives it off to Nelson. They'll work the top of the arc. Left-hand side. That is Richardson with the basketball. Gets it back to Franklin. Franklin has the ball go off of the foot of Jamaica Dowell. They're going to put 15 back on the shot clock. It was down to 7. So Johnson County picks up 8 seconds on the kick ball. They have it in front of the Highland bench. Get the ball into Franklin. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Franklin dishes it over number 21. That's Isaiah down the lane. Her shot no good. Rebound comes down to Collins. In the lane, ball on the floor, thrown away by Vukov. Here comes Sonia with the basketball. Crossover dribble, top of the circle, down the left-hand side of the lane, put it up and good. Sonia Vukov, the conference's leading scorer now with 3 points in the ball game. Runner up, no good by Nelson. Rebound pulled down by Franka Richardson. Back to Collins, and Collins gets called for the reach over. Kiesens Collins picks up her first foul of the night. Team fouls are now even at 4 apiece. Vukov at the free throw line. Looks for a cutter underneath. Well, now we'll kick it into the lane. Spin move left. Loses the basketball. Puts it back up. No good. Rebound comes down to Richardson. Or excuse me, that is Kiera Isaiah for Johnson County. Ball on the floor. Johnson County still keeps it. Isaiah down the lane. Puts up the runner from 4 feet away. No good. And coming away with it is Tramble. Cheyenne down. Highland with numbers. 3-on-2. Tramble will take it all the way. Ball net blocked underneath. Hit the bottom of the basket. And the Lady Cavs with the basketball. Erica Nelson feeds over the left-hand side. That is Franklin. Shoots the runner in. The foul on the floor. Excuse me, that's not a foul. We've got a traveling violation on Nelson. Or on Franklin, my mistake. Number 23, Kiana Lee back in the lineup for Johnson County. Along number 1, Bree Griffin. 5'3" sophomore out of Chicago, Illinois, averaging right at 9.2 a contest. Tramble over to Dowell, right-hand wing. Down to Salas, down to Vukov, inside the arc. Vukov, left-hand side to Tramble. Tramble with a nice move, gets inside the arc. He's back out to Vukov for 3. Sonia Vukov now with a half a dozen. And Lady Scotty's trailing by 1. We're under a minute to go in the first quarter. Griffin with the basketball, guarded by Tramble. Or excuse me, that is Farrell, top of the circle. Into the lane and a bump foul on Farrell. And she got up on the shoulder of number 2, Ariel Jackson.
Fouls on number 3, Bailey Farrell. That is her first.
Johnson County goes to the free throw line on the 15th foul of the quarter. As Ariel Jackson, a 5'5" freshman out of Chicago, Illinois, or excuse me, out of Shawnee, Kansas, gets the first point on the board for tonight. She's averaging 6.7, 53% free throw shooter. 16 out of 30 coming in tonight's action. She makes both. She's now got 2. 25.4 seconds to go in the quarter. Highland will bring it down. Shot clock is off. Lee Scotty with the last opportunity here in the quarter. Tramble. Ball stolen away. Nice quick move by number 23, Kiona Lee. Ball left-hand side. Jackson back to Nelson for 3. No good. Vukov with the rebound, and that's going to be the quarter. We put 10 minutes in the book. Johnson County 18, Highland 15. We'll be back in a second. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Welcome back. 10 minutes in the book. Johnson County up by 3, 18-15 here. Start the second quarter. It will be Highland basketball on the near side of the court as you view the floor. Ball comes into Tramble. She'll work it down against number 1, Bree Griffin. Over the right-hand side, Sonia Vukov. Now to Salas. Dowell down the left-hand side. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound jerked down by number 23, Kiona Lee. Collins with the basketball, guarded by Dowell. Working the left-hand wing. Hands it off to number 2. That's Jackson. She leads it back to Griffin. Runner along the baseline. The ball out of bounds. We've got a traveling violation on Kelly. Another turnover by the Lady Cavaliers. They came in averaging just 11 per contest.
Shelby Dahl back in for Johnson.
Tracy Monahan leads the ball game. A 6-foot freshman out of Shawnee, Kansas. As coming back into the ball game, Shelby Dahl for Johnson County. Nice group of Highland folks, right-hand side. Three-point shot is long by Farrell. Here come the Lady Cavaliers with the rebound. Collins with the basketball. Shot up, no good. Ball onto the floor. We've got a pushing foul against Johnson County, and that'll be on number 0, Kiesas Collins. Collins picks up her second personal foul.
First team foul.
Checking the ball game for Johnson County, number 11, Erica Nelson, their leading scorer. As Kiesas Collins will lead the floor after picking up her second personal. Vukov to Dow, left-hand wing in front of the Johnson County bench. Over to Vukov, top of the circle. Crossover dribble in the lane, cannot get any depth. Dow for 3, that one's off the back iron, no good. And Jordan Salas gets called for the reach over. Salas now with 2 personal fouls. It will be Johnson County basketball. 8:49 to go in the half. Lady Cavaliers with an 18-15 lead. Sydney Blackburn to check in at the next dead ball for Highland. Left-hand wing for the Cavaliers. Number 2, Ariel Jackson with the basketball. Gives it off to Lee. Lee. Work off the handoff to the right-hand lane. Cut off by Tramble. 9 on the shot clock for Johnson County. Runner left back. Lee with a shot short. No good. Ball underneath and a ball out of bounds. They're not going to call a foul, but the ball was that. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Lee. Keona Lee picks up her first personal foul. Sydney Blackburn comes in the lineup as Jordan Salas comes out. Jordan with the 2 personal fouls will take a rest on the bench for the quarter. Tramble. Across the midcourt stripe, left-hand side, now top of the circle. Blackburn, right-hand side. Down the lane, Dow kicks it back to Blackburn. Vukov will launch a deep three. That one's short. And the ball gets bumped out of bounds. It'll go to Johnson County. So Lady Cavalier basketball. Again, turnovers and fouls are going to be huge tonight between these 2 teams. Again, the number 1 and number 2 scoring teams in the nation in the NJCA Division II. Johnson County averaging 89.4, giving up just 47.3. Highland 87 points on the plus side, allowing just 49. Right-hand wing in front of the Highland bench is Nelson. Back to number 2, Jackson. 12 on the shot clock for the Cavaliers. Jackson guarded by Farrell. Lob pass into the corner. Dahl will take it in. Left-hand runner is up and good. Shelby Dahl averaging 8 points a contest. The sophomore out of Overbrook, Kansas, gets her 2 points in the book. And Lady Cavaliers with a 5-point lead. Farrell, Vukov over to Dowell, right-hand side. Dowell will launch up a 3. That one's going to be off the back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Nelson of Johnson County. Spin move at the midcourt stripe. All the way down, throws up the runner. That one's no good. Lee with the rebound will put it up. That shot's short. Vukov will come away with it. Johnson County wanting a foul but didn't get it. Vukov all the way in. Her shot is long as Lee will come away with the rebound. Teams overplaying right now. Both of them will want to run. The ball thrown out of bounds. Another turnover for Johnson County. Amani Simmons will check back in for the Lady Scotties. And number 3, Chastity Franklin will check back in for Johnson County, or for Johnson. Trambo will take a seat for the Lady Scotties. Also checking in for Johnson County, number 21. Kiara Isaiah, the 5'11 freshman out of Kansas City, Missouri, averaging 5.7 a game. And number 55, Shalia Jamison, the 5'6 freshman out of Alexa, Kansas, averaging 4.3. Lady Cavaliers up by 5, 6:44 to go in the second quarter. A battle between the number 1 and 2 teams in the Jayhawk Conference and Region 6 Division II. both undefeated in conference and region play. Blackbird goes to the lane, shot blocked by Johnson County. Put back up and good though by Jamaica Dowell. What a play by Dowell to get the block shot. Crossover dribble by Johnson County. They lose the basketball. Another turnover by the Lady Cavaliers. Amani Simmons with the ball. Vukov, right-hand wing. Will penetrate in. Spin move. Dishes it back to Blackburn. Sidney will launch a three. That one's wide right. Here comes Nelson with the basketball for Johnson County. Right-hand side, number 5, Leggett. Or excuse me, that's number 55. Jameson's shot no good. Blackburn with the rebound. Knew these two teams could get up and down the floor and putting points on the board. Ball knocked away from behind. Turnover, Lady Scotty. Jameson goes to the floor. Shot up and good by Kiera Isaiah. Isaiah averaging right at 6 points a ball game. Gets her first 2 of the night. And it's a 22-17 lead by Johnson County. Blackburn to Vukov, over to Farrell. Johnson County now in a still man-to-man defense. Down the lane. And we've got an offensive charge on Tamika Dow. Dow picks up her second personal foul of the contest. Second team foul of the quarter for the Lady Scotties. Dayshell Claiborne checks back in for Highland as Sydney Blackburn will check out. Cheyenne Tramble will check in for Lady Scotties as Jamaica Dow will take a seat with her second personal foul. Austin Richardson now back in the ball game for Lady Cavaliers, a 6-foot freshman out of Lee Summit. Johnson County, Nelson will bring it down against Farrell. 4:54 to go in the half. Lady Cavaliers up by 5, 22-17. Free throw line, ball out to Richardson. Richardson across the opening of the defense. Now down the lane, they kick it into the corner to Richardson. 7 on the shot clock. And a foul with 4 seconds on the shot clock will go against Highland. Foul's going to be on number 32. Dayshell Claiborne picked up the personal foul. Third team foul of the quarter against the Lady Scotties. Johnson County with a fresh 30-second clock at the 4:35 mark of the quarter. Ball back out to Nelson. Erica Nelson, 36 season high points against Missouri Valley JV. Throws up a three-pointer, no good. Ball on the floor. Rebound comes away with, that's Kiera Isaiah with the basketball. We're going to call it a jump ball. And it will be Johnson County basketball. So Johnson County with 27 on the shot clock now. Ball underneath their own bucket. Ball into number 55, Shalia Jameson. Guarded by Tremble. Johnson County going to run a little clock here. They start their offense. Ball to Nelson, top of the circle. Crossover dribble, runner up on the right hand, no good. Rebound pulled down by Tremble. Here comes Cheyenne with the basketball. Down the center of the floor. Gives it over to Claiborne. Ball lobbed in low to Vukov. Works her way in, puts up the shot, no good. Fights for the rebound. The ball comes away to number 2055, Shalia Jameson. Highland missing a golden opportunity there with the ball down low. Jameson now back off to number 3, Franklin. Franklin crossover dribbles, back 3, or step back 8-footer, excuse me. Franklin with her first 2 points of the night. 24-17, a whistle will stop play as traveling against Highland. Salas and Dowell back in the Highland lineup. As fresh number of players come in for Johnson County. Number 40, Tracy Monahan, a 6-foot freshman from Shawnee Cambridge, in 2.5 points of contest. Kiesens Collins checks back in, the 5'6" freshman out of Kansas City, Missouri. Down the lane, runner up and good. No good, excuse me. Jordan Salas rips the rebound down on a missed point blank shot. 3-point shot, no good by Farrell. The ball goes out of bounds off of Highland. It will be Johnson County basketball. Checking the ball game for the first time tonight for Lady Scotties, number 2, Mariana Veach, the 6'4" freshman out of Brazil, averaging just under 5 points a contest. We've got timeout on the floor, charge to Johnson County. 3:05 to go in the second quarter. Lady Cavaliers 24, Lady Scotties 17. I'll be back in just a second. You're watching the Scotties Sports Network. And welcome back to Johnson County Community College. Lady Cavaliers over Lady Scotties right now. 24-17 to go. Or 3-minute mark of the second quarter. Top of the right-hand side, Griffin with the basketball. Gives it off to number 3. That's Chelsea Franklin. A foul is on Bailey Farrell as she picks up the bump going across the lane. That is number 2 on Farrell. Highland now with 3 players with 2 personal fouls. Salas, Jamaica Dow, and Farrell now with 2 personals in the contest. Ball underneath. Nelson shot blocked by Veach. Vukov comes away with the rebound. 3-on-3. The ball over to Dowell. Back to Tramble to Vukov. Ball outside the arc against the man-to-man. Down the lane, we've got a pushing foul on number 1, Brianna Griffin. Griffin picks up her first. 3rd team foul of the quarter against the Lady Cavaliers. Ariel Jackson will come in as Griffin will come out. Johnson County with a 7-point lead at the 2:32 mark of the second quarter. Ball comes into Vukov, top of the circle. Down the lane, we'll take it all the way. They've got a traveling violation on Vukov. Another turnover by the Lady Scotties. Johnson County with their share tonight here in the first half. We figured the turnover would be a big factor along with the fouls. How many points each team can make off of the turnover. Franklin with the basketball, guarded by Farrell in front of the Highland bench. Crosses it into the lane. Bounce pass to the corner to Jackson. Now, her shot no good. Cheyenne Tramble comes away with the basketball. Quickly down the left-hand side. Runs into the tall timber, backs it out. Gives it to Dow, over to Vukov. Looking into Veach. Veach back out to Vukov. Vukov trying to penetrate, cannot do so. Puts up a 3. That one's good. Vukov rattles that one off the backboard and down. Sonia now with 9 points. All of her points off of 3-pointers. Ball fed underneath. Nice pass by Johnson. Shot can be not made by Monahan as Veach was there for the stop. Dow will launch a 3. Jamaica Dow now with 8 points in the ball game, just under 11, averaging 8 or 11.5 a contest. And Johnson County again wants another timeout as they've seen the Lady Scotties come back within 1. 1:22 to go, a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here if you don't mind, Ivan. Don't forget, Highland fans, next action for the Lady Scotties will be this Saturday, February the 6th, as Highland will travel to Kansas City, Kansas to take on the Lady Blue Devils at 2 o'clock. The men will take on the Blue Devils at 4. Both those contests will be available over the Scotties Sports Network. Go to the JR Conference website at KJCCC.org or the Highland website at highlandcc.edu. Personal fouls at this point in the quarter, in the half, I should say. For Highland, Farrell with 2, Dowell with 2, and Salas with 2. Johnson County's got 1 player in foul trouble with 2. That is Quiescence Collins with 2 personal fouls. Erica Nelson with the basketball. Throws across. One ball stolen away by Vukov. Vukov will take it all the way in. Puts it off the glass and good. Sonia Vukov, first player in double figures with 11. Johnson County quickly down the floor. That is number 3. Chastity Franklin with the basketball. She gets away with a walk. And nothing called by the official on the near side as you view the floor. Ball into the corner. 3-point shot by Jackson is up and good. Ariel Jackson shooting 43% outside the arc. Now has 5 in the ball game. Ball underneath. Ball thrown back out. Vukov with the basketball. Sonia down the lane. Right-hand side. Shot too hard. And the foul is going to be on Mariana Beach for reaching over the back. Fouls are going to be big when we get to the second half. And this is a very intensely played ball game. 15 foul against the Lady Scotties of the quarter with 30.5 seconds to go. That'll send Tracy Monahan to the free throw line. Monahan averaging 2.5 points a contest. 77% from the free throw line this year. Shot one no good off the back of the iron. Monahan, 6-foot freshman out of Shawnee, Kansas. Johnson County will have a substitution here at the end of this free throw. Should it be made? Monahan's second one is up and good. Tracy Monahan will check out. Tiana Lee will check in for the final 30.5. Cavaliers up by 3, 28-25. Shot clock really should be off, as the game clock about 1 second ahead of it. Tyler with the ball. Dow tries to work the left-hand side. Brings it back out to Vukov. Ball out into Veach. Veach gets the ball stripped on the floor. Back out to Dow. She'll launch a 3. And she got a little ahead of herself. There was 5 seconds on the shot clock. And really, the shot clock should have been off. There was 5 seconds on the shot clock. The game clock now got 3.3. Leandra Wilson now in the ball game for Lady Skies, a 5'9" freshman out of Kansas City, Missouri, replacing Vukov. Replacing Bailey Farrell. 3-point second go. Long shot at the buzzer. Ball off the backboard, no good. We put 20 minutes in the book. It's Johnson County 28, Highland 25. I'll get some stats and be back. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. And welcome back to halftime here from Cavalier Gymnasium in Johnson County Community College in Overland Park, Kansas. Johnson County, number one team in the nation, 28. The sixth-ranked Highland Ladies College, 25. After the first 20 minutes of play. Scoring summary at the half. First for Highland, they are led in scoring by Sonia Vukov with 11 points. Vukov 4 of 14 from the floor, 2 of 5 outside the arc, and she's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. She's also got 5 rebounds in the contest, 4 steals, 1 block shot, and 2 assists. Other points for Lady Scotty. Jamaica Dow with 8 points on 3 of 8 shooting, 2 of 4 outside the arc. Bailey Farrell with 2 points. Cheyenne Tremble with 2 points. And Sydney Blackburn with 2 points rounds out the Highland scoring. Lady Scotty connected on 10 of 29 from the floor. For 43%, they're 2 of 4 outside the arc for 50%. And they're 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 50%. For Johnson County, they are led in scoring by Erica Nelson with 9 points on 2 of 8 shooting. 1 of 3 outside the arc, a perfect 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. Other players with points for the Cavaliers. T.S. Collins with 4. Chastity Nelson with 2. Shelby Dahl with 2. Ariel Jackson with 5. Austin Richardson with 3. Kiera Isaiah with 3. Austin Richardson with 3, Kiera Isaiah with 2, and Tracy Monahan rounds out their scoring with 1 point. In the first half, Johnson County came on just 9 of 26 for 45%, 2 of 4. Correction, they are 3 of 8 outside the arc.
Now it's time for the Argentine Federal Safety's free throw for no contest.
For 37%, Johnson County shooting just 35% from the floor. They are 7 of 8 from the free throw line for 87%. Johnson County leads the rebound total with 22 versus Highland with 16. We said turnovers would be the big issue tonight. Both teams with 13 turnovers at the half. Johnson County with 1 block shot, 4 steals, and 4 assists. Highland with 1 block shot, 6 steals, and 3 assists. Of those 6 steals, 4 of them belong to Sonia Vukov. Sonia now owns the school record at Highland with steals in a single season. She came in with 98. The record was 100 held by Ryan Bowser in 2010. Make that 2013. So we had several change of possession tonight so far. Points off in the paint, Highland with 12, Johnson County with 6. Points off of turnovers, Highland with 16, Johnson County with 8. Second chance points, Lady Skies with 2, Johnson with none. Fast break points, Highland with none, Johnson County with none. Bench points for big for Johnson County with 11, Highland only getting 2 points from their subs. The score was tied twice, there had been 6 lead changes. And the largest lead by Highland was 1. Back in the first quarter, Johnson County leads by 7. That was back at the 3:35 mark of the second quarter. So again, we're at the break. 7:46 to go in half. Johnson County 28, Highland 25. We'll be back in a second. You'll be watching the Scotty Sports Network. Welcome back to halftime here at Johnson County Community College. The Lady Cavaliers 28, your Highland Lady Scotties 25. Johnson County, the number one team in the nation at 23-0. Your Lady Scotties ranked 6th in the poll that came out this morning at 21-1. Don't forget, coming up this Friday, February the 5th, Highland Indoor Track and Field Team. The ladies will be here at Johnson County to take part in the Cavalier Night Relays. I'll have those results posted on the conference website, national website, just as soon as they come out Friday night. Also coming up this Saturday, February the 6th, the Lady Scotties and Scotties travel to Kansas City, Kansas, as they will take on the Blue Devils and Lady Blue Devils. 2 o'clock start for the ladies, 4 o'clock start for the men. Both those dog games will be over the Scotty Sports Network. Scotty men track and field will be at the University of Central Missouri Mule Relays in Warrensburg, Missouri on Saturday. I'll have those results posted just as soon as they are made available. Highland returns home on Wednesday, February the 10th, as they host Labette at Ben Allen Fieldhouse in Highland. The ladies tip it off at 5, the men tip it off at 7. Both contests will be over the Scotty Sports Network. Again, this is the 73rd meeting between these two programs here tonight, dating back to 1977. Johnson County leads the series 55-17. They have won the last two meetings from 2015. Foul situation at the break for Johnson County. They've got one player with 2 personal fouls, is Kiesson Collins. Bree Griffin, Chastity Franklin, Austin Richardson, Keona Lee, and Shelby Dahl all have 1 personal foul apiece. Foul situation for Highland with three players with 2 personal fouls. Bailey Farrell with 2, Jamaica Dowell with 2, Jordan Salas with 2, Dayshell Claiborne, Amani Simmons, Mariana Beach, and Sonia Vukov all have 1 personal foul apiece. Don't forget that these two teams will play again on the final regular home season contest up at Ben Allen Fieldhouse in Highland. As that game will be on Monday, February the 22nd. The ladies will tip it off at 5 o'clock, and then we'll tip it off at 7 from Ben Allen Fieldhouse in Highland. Playoffs come after that. Top 2 seeds in the region get a bye. The 3 and 4, or the 3 and 6 will play each other. The 5 and 4 will play each other. The number 7th ranked team will stay home for the playoffs. I'll have the playoff situation on the conference website just as soon as we get more determination on where people may go. Again, I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. Barb Vukov, I know, is watching us. We've also got other people watching right now. We've got a total of 37 people watching. Want to give a shout out to Joey Franzita, who's watching us tonight. Also, feel free to drop me a note on the right-hand side of your screen. Let me know who you are and where you are. We're going to have to give you a shout out tonight during the ball game. Want to give Sydney Blackburn's grandmother, Betty, a shout out up in Nebraska. I know she's snowed in tonight, but glad to watch us over this Sky Sports Network. Up on 40 seconds to go here in the break. Both these two teams undefeated in conference, undefeated in region play. The win tonight will give them a leg up. Again, Highland will take on Kansas City, Kansas, who's currently in number 3 spot in the conference. Heston with a 3-3 mark. Fort Scott at 2-2, KCK at 2-2. Brown Mackey 1-5, and Labette 0-5 in region standings as of tonight. And it will be a Highland basketball to start the third quarter, as they will have the basketball out of bounds. Note from the Fort Scott and Labette contest tonight in ladies action, only 13 players took the court between these two teams. Fort Scott with 7 and Labette with just 6 players tonight. That game being played in Labette, I believe. So we're underway here with the third quarter. Highland trailing it by 3, 28-25. Farrell, top of the free throw line, back to Vukov. Tried to lob pass inside to Salas, ball knocked away by number 33, Dahl. Here comes Johnson County with it. All the way in, runner up and good. By number 3, Chastity Franklin now with 5 points in the ballgame. Tramble over to Farrell. Farrell at the free throw line. Now over to Dow in front of the Highland bench. Vukov, top of the circle. Got the ball preliminary marked away. Tramble down the lane. Throws up the runner. That shot blocked by Dahl. And here comes Johnson County with the basketball after the turnover. Down the lane. Shot up and good by Jesus Collins. Collins now with 6 points. Johnson County on a 4-0 run. And a whistle and a foul will be against Johnson County. Fouls on number 55, Shalia Jack Jameson. That's her first. Remember, that is against Highland. That's Jamaica Dow now with her 3rd personal foul of the ball game. So Dow picks up Highland's first foul of the 3rd quarter. Top of the circle, Collins with the basketball, guarded by Farrell. Going to work off of the screen. Down the lane all the way, shot up, no good. Ball kicked back in play. Nice job by Farrell to keep the ball in play as it came in to Salas. Vukov back to Farrell, or over right-hand side. Salas backing in, got up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Johnson County. Khalil on the lead. Quickly ball down to Dahl, up and good. As Highland got beat in transition. And B.J. Smith wants a timeout. It's a full timeout. 8:09 to go, 3rd quarter. Johnson County 34, Highland 25. I'll be back in a second. You're watching this Sky Sports Network. Welcome back to the 3rd quarter. Johnson County on a 6-0 run. Leads the Highland Lady Scotties 34-25 here in the 3rd quarter. Highland brings the basketball down the floor. Cheyenne Tramble, Jayhawk Conference Player of the Week from 2 weeks ago. Gets the ball off to Farrell. Bailey over to Jamaica Dow in front of the Highland bench. Ball underneath, shot up, no good. Ball knocked out of there by Johnson County. Jackson with the basketball. That is Franklin with the basketball. She dishes it back out. Ball's almost stolen away by Highland. 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Lady Cavaliers. Ball at the top of the circle. Thrown up and no good. It bounces away. Vukov cannot handle it. The ball goes out of bounds off of Johnson County. Number 0, Kiessis Collins. Vukov in front of the Highland bench. To Salas, to Dow over the left-hand side. Tremble with the basketball. Quick move to the baseline. Got hung up underneath. Now nice move, got away from it, but gets fouled from behind. Nice move by Cheyenne Tramble to get an opening shot. Fouls on number 3, Chastity Franklin. That's her second.
Second foul for Chastity Franklin, 1st team foul.
Cheyenne Tramble at the free throw line, a 65% free throw shooter. 49 out of 75 coming in tonight. She had 2 points at the break. freshman out of Shawnee, Oklahoma, cannot get the first one to go. Tramble with a season-high 20 points against Fort Scott earlier in the year. She's averaging 9.2 a contest. That one's good. She's now got 3 in the ball game. Deshelle Claiborne checks in. Jordan Salas will take a seat at the 6:57 mark of the third quarter. Highland down by 8, 34-26. Ball quickly over to Nelson. Erica Nelson, the leading scorer for the Lady Cavaliers, crossover drive, up and good. Nelson now first Cavalier in double figures with 10. She's averaging 17.8. Claiborne looking underneath. Down out of Vukov at the elbow. Hand check by Johnson County, number 23, Keona Lee. That's her second personal.
Second foul for Keona Lee. Second team foul.
Salas checks back in. Claiborne checks out. Lee will check out with her personal, her second personal, as Austin Richardson checks in for Johnson County. Johnson County with their biggest lead of the night at 10. Down the lane, Tramble, runner-up and good. Cheyenne Tramble now with 5 points in the contest. 4 points short of her average. Collins all the way in, kicks it back out to Nelson for a deep 3. Shot no good. Rebound on the floor and out of bounds off of Jordan Salas. They're going to say no, it's off of Johnson County. Or excuse me, that is off of Jordan Salas. Johnson County basketball. Nelson underneath their own basket with a fresh 30-second clock with 6:08 to go in the quarter. Ball comes in. They take it clear out the top of the circle. We'll reset their offense.
Back up, Bailey.
Crossover dribble, left-hand side. Franklin's runner, no good. Ball knocked around underneath the basket. Ball put back up by Johnson County. That is Collins with the basketball and a scramble on the floor. 4th and goal. No whistles have been blown. But they're going to call a jump ball. And it's going to stay with Johnson County basketball. So Johnson County gets the basketball back on the change of possession with 27 seconds on the shot clock. Dahl going one-on-one, up and good against Dallas. Dahl now with 6 points in the contest. She's averaging 8 a seat game. 10-point lead again by Johnson County. Ball over to Vukov. Stopped in. They try to lob it into Salas. And that pass is just not open. It went off the fingertips of Dahl. Shalia Jamison and Bria Griffin check back in for Johnson County, as Collins and Franklin will come out. Vukov down the lane, puts up the ball and shot. No call. It's a jump ball, says the official underneath the basket. B.J. Smith not happy with the call. Highland basketball with 9 on the shot clock. Ball lobbed into Dowell. Dowell kick it back out. Vukov, 5 on the shot clock. Trying to make a move left-hand side. Tramble will throw it up at the buzzer, and Highland cannot make contact with the rim, and the buzzer goes off. So Lady Cavalier basketball, a 10-point lead here. 5:09 to go in the third quarter. Their biggest lead of the night. Ball over to Nelson. She gets it across the midcourt stripe. All the way down. The runner is up, but foul is called. And I believe that's either going to be on Vukov or Salas. It'll be on number 5, excuse me. Jamaica Dow picks up her 4th. So Dow, the first Highland player in deep foul trouble. As Erica Nelson at the free throw line. First one is up and good. She's now got 11 points. Dow, or excuse me, that is Nelson, shot off the iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Vukov. Sonia quickly down the floor. Crossover dribble down the left-hand side. Shot blocked by Austin Richardson. Essence Collins back in the lineup for the Lady Cavaliers as Shalia Jamison will check out. Deshelle Claiborne will check in at the next dead ball. Ball back to Vukov. 22 on the shot clock. Down the lane, she'll put up the left-handed runner and good. Vukov now with 13 points. Ball stolen away by Highland. And a foul against number 14, Richardson. Richardson picks up her second. And that will send Cheyenne Tramble to the free throw line. Tramble with a nickel's worth tonight, averaging 9.2 a contest. Again, 65% from the charity stripe. That one rims off so good. Claiborne checks in for Lady Scotties as Kiera Isaiah checks in for Johnson County. Cheyenne came into the ball game 49 out of 75 free throw attempts. That one goes in. She's now got 6, half a dozen. Here come the Lady Cavaliers with the basketball. 4:33 to go in the third quarter. Running an 8-point lead. Johnson County taking their time. Crossover by Nelson along the baseline. Shot up, no good. Ball goes off the fingertips of Johnson County. Here comes Highland with the basketball as Claiborne got the rebound. Simmons with the basketball. 3-point shot deep left-hand side is an air ball by Tramble. 3-point shot by Nelson is way short, and that goes out of bounds. So both teams rushing their shots at the moment as the last 2 threes will miss the basket by a good margin. Simmons will check out for Highland. Jamaica Dow now with 4 personal fouls in the ballgame back into the lineup. Tramble works across the midcourt drive, picked up by Collins. Tries to get it over to somebody here. They get over to Farrell. Farrell thought about a 3, gives it back over. Vukov down the lane, puts up, no foul called. The ball recovered by Collins. Nice defensive play by number 21, Kiera Isaiah for Johnson County. Johnson County shot up no good. Griffin missed the attempt, quickly down the floor. Shot blocked by Nelson. And left out of bounds, it will be Johnson County basketball. Nice work by Erica Nelson to get down court and block the shot by Bailey Farrell. Sydney Blackburn checked back in the Highland lineup as Deshelle Claiborne will take a seat. Katie Jones, a 5'8 sophomore out of Baldwin City, Kansas, averaging 2.6 the contest now in the ball game for the first time tonight for the Lady Cavaliers. Nelson with the basketball, guarded by Dowell. Dowell got to be patient here with 4 personal fouls. Right hand wing. Pass to the top of the circle. They give it off to Nelson. Now skip pass cross. Down the lane. They kick it back to Nelson outside the arc for 3. That one's long. Ball comes down in the hands of Vukov. Quickly ahead to Dowell. Jamaica will go in for the layup. Sits it too hard. Ball comes rebound by Blackburn. Tramble will fire a 3. That was off the back of the iron, no good. Collins with the basketball, 1-on-3, and gets the basket to go. What a play by Essence Collins now with 8 points, 2 above her average. Tramble across the opening. Gives it to Dow for 3. That one's well short again. Highland having trouble hitting iron right now. Jordan Salas checks in. Vukov will take a breather. Chastity Franklin checks in for the Cavaliers. As Collins will take a seat. Lady Cavalier basketball. Ariel Jackson with the ball, guarded by Tramble. Ball given back to number 3. That is Franklin with it. Her runner up, no good. Farrell with the rebound. Highland did not have the advantage coming down. Blackburn to Farrell, Dowell with it. Give me Leandra Wilson now in the ballgame. My mistake, number 4. Leandra is the 5'9", freshman out of Kansas City, Missouri. 3-point shot in the corner is short. Farrell goes in. They're going to say a whistle will stop play. Foul is on number 23, Kiana Lee. That's her third personal foul of the contest. Nelson will come out as Collins will check back in. 10-point lead by Johnson County, $1:38 to go here in the third quarter. Highland right now unorganized a little bit. Lee will throw up a 3 and got it. Deandra Lee shooting 21% outside the arc. Leandra Wilson gets her first 3 points of the night. She's averaging 4.6. And a traveling violation on number 22, Katie Jones, as she tried to get to the baseline. So quickly in the ball game for Johnson County, number 14, Austin Richardson, as Katie Jones will check out. Highland trailing it 41-34. 1:15 to go here in the third quarter. Farrell across the opening, back to Wilson. Wilson shot off the iron, no good. And a foul against Highland. And that's going to be against Jordan Salas. Highland now with players in foul trouble. Salas with 3, Dowell with 4. Bailey Farrell's got 2. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Johnson County up 41-34. And they're going to run some clock. Top of the arc, that is Franklin with the basketball. Gives it back to Jackson for 3. That was no good. Ball comes onto the floor. Tramble did not get the basketball. Throws it into the chest of Johnson County. Johnson County gets it back. Shot up no good by Richardson. And the ball under the basket. Ball stolen away on a bad pass by Franklin. Here comes Highland down. 2 on 3. Shot up no good. And we've got a foul against the Lady Cavaliers. Foul is on Ariel Jackson. That's her first. Foul occurred with 23.5 to go in the quarter. Tramble at the free throw line. She's got 6 points in the ball game. She averages 9.2 a contest. Cheyenne spins it, gets it up. That one rings out no good. Sonia Vukov and Mariana Veach check in the Highland lineup. Blackburn and Salas come out of the Highland lineup. Johnson County now with 5 team fouls in the quarter, but there's only 23.5 seconds left. The fouls will reset at the quarter break. That one drops in for Tramble. She's now got 7. Shot clock is off. Johnson County with the last opportunity here in the third quarter. Collins with it, top of the circle. Trying to work off of the screen. Gives it back to Franklin. Franklin into the corner. Shot up by Jackson. Shot no good, and a foul against Johnson County. And that'll be on number 3, Chastity Franklin, her third. As she was over the back of a Highland player. I believe it's going to be Sonia Vukov going to the free throw line. No, it'll be Bailey Farrell. Bailey, a 74% free throw shooter, got 2 points in the ball game. 17 out of 23 coming in tonight. Bailey did not attempt a free throw shot in the first half.
Erica Nelson checking in for Johnson.
Jackson comes out as Johnson County leading scorer. Erica Nelson checks in. That one goes in for she's now got 3. Checking in the lineup for Johnson County, number 55, Talia Jamison, replacing Franklin. Johnson County basketball with 5.5 to go here in the third at a 41-36 lead. Highland putting defensive pressure here. Nelson takes it down without opposition. Then to the corner, three-point shot, no good by Austin Richardson. And we put 30 minutes in the book. We've got 10 more minutes to go. Johnson County 41, Highland 36. We'll take a timeout and be back. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. Welcome back. Fourth quarter to start here from Johnson County Community College. The Lady Cavaliers, ranked number 1 in the nation, up on Highland, ranked 6th in the nation, 41-36. Foul situation for Highland. Jamaica Dow's got 4. Jordan Salas with 3. And Bailey Farrell's got 2. Foul situation for Lady Cavaliers. Leona Lee's got 3. Richardson's got 2. And Chastity Franklin's got 3. And also Kiessis Collins got 2. Shot up and good by Highland. Leandra Wilson with her second three-pointer of the night. Shot no good by Johnson County. Highland with the basketball. Ladies County trail it by 2. Shot up no good. There's no foul call underneath. Here comes the Lady Cavaliers with the basketball. They leave it back to number 0, Kiessis Collins. Johnson County's going to take a little time off the clock as they want to slow it down. Ball over to Jamison, back to Wilson, or after Collins, excuse me. Now back to Jamison, right-hand wing. That's Richardson with the basketball. Shot clock down to 5, 4, 3. Jamison got baseline, stop from behind by Veach, but the rebound. B.J. Smith says that the shot clock violation should be in effect, and they're going to call the officials over. The shot was blocked by Mariana Veach and did not hit the rim. So the shot clock violation, it will be Highland basketball turnover, Johnson County. On the floor right now for Lady Scotty, Leandra Wilson, Farrell, Veach, Vukov, and Tremble. Vukov left-hand side. Ball down the side. Ball tried to get into Veach, and she cannot handle it. Here comes Nelson with the basketball. Nelson all the way down. Nobody's picked her up yet. Now they'll work it back out. Johnson County's going to play a little deliberate basketball. Down the lane, Nelson off the glass and good. And a foul on Highland. Basket is good. Fouls on number 1, Sonia Vukov. That's 2 on Vukov now. Basket is up and good by Erica Nelson. She's now got 13 points in the contest. She came in averaging 17.8. Several substitutions in the ball game for Johnson County and Highland. I'll get back to those in just a second. Nelson shooting Deanne 1, a 71% free throw shooter. Got it. She's now got 14 in the contest. That leads all scores. 44-39, Johnson County. Tramble, right-hand wing in front of the Highland bench. To Vukov, shot clock down to 13. Tramble thought about a 3, now will drive it in, throws it up, blocked away by Collins. Collins with a big left hand said, not tonight. And here come the Lady Cavaliers with the basketball. All the way down, runner is up and good by Griffin. Griffin with her first points of the night. We've got a whistle on the play.
30-second timeout called by the Scotties.
Timeout on the floor, charged by the Highland Scotties. A 30-second timeout. Johnson County back out to a 7-point lead. 46-39 with 7:47 to go in the ball game. Again, Johnson County, number one team in the nation, 4-0 in conference, 5-0 in the region, 23-0 on the year. The Lady Scotties, 3-0 in conference, 5-0 in region, 21-1 on the year. Their only loss was Division I Cali early in the season. Johnson County with a 20-game winning streak at home. An overall 35-game winning streak going back to last season. The Lady Scotties currently with an 18-game winning streak, so somebody's going to break a streak tonight. Farrell, left-hand side. And she gets called for the push. Farrell reaches in with the left hand and pushes back on number 23, Keona Lee.
That is foul number 4 for 40.
And that was rather obvious right in front of the official. 3 personal fouls now. Oh, they're going to say it's on Farrell. They're going to give it to Jordan Salas. So Jordan Salas now with 4 personal fouls, my mistake. And a traveling violation on Keona Lee. Mariana Vicek back in the Highland lineup. Jordan Salas will quickly take a seat after that 4th personal foul with 7:21 to go in the ballgame. Farrell, right-hand side, down the lane. That's Dowell. Dowell tries to go underneath. Shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lee. Here comes Johnson County. On the left-hand side, wide open 3 by Griffin, no good. Ball on the rebound, and we've got a jump ball between Richardson and Tramble. Shelby Dahl checks back into the Johnson County lineup. And we'll see who will come off the floor. And that will be Richardson taking a seat. So Johnson County basketball on the change of possession. They will keep it. Ball down to Lee. Off the glass, no good. Ball knocked away. Here comes Highland with it. 2-on-2. Farrell, that's Tramble with it. Her shot, no good. And the ball was left short. Griffin with the basketball. Gives it back to Wilson, or College, excuse me. Nelson, 1-on-1, down the lane, throws up the runner, but it draws a foul. And a foul is on number 3, Bailey Farrell. That's 3 on Farrell. Fouls now becoming a factor in the ball game.
13 foul.
Third team foul against Lady Scotties. No team fouls against Johnson County in the third quarter. Here in the fourth quarter, excuse me. A whistle on the floor, and a foul is going to be on number 2.
Why don't we get that call?
Mariana Veach picks up her second.
Mariana Veach picks up her second foul.
4th team foul now on Highland. Lady Cavaliers with a fresh 30-second clock under their own basket. 6:32 to go in the contest. And a 46-39 lead, a 7-point spread. Johnson County with the lead, going to back it out and take some climb off the clock. Ball into the corner. 3-point shot is up and good. By number 33, Shelby Dahl now with 9 points in the ball game, 1 point above her average of 8. Johnson County back out to that 10-point lead. Their biggest of the contest, 49-39. Vukov spins in the lane, down the left-hand side. Dishes it back out. Tramble will fire up a 3. That one is no good as that's long. As the rebound comes down to Nelson. Erica Nelson, Johnson County's leading scorer. Leads all scorers in the contest with 14 to my count. Shot blocked there by Vukov. Here comes Sonia, 2-on-1. Vukov will take it up for the layup. Sonia now with 15 points in the ball game, 5 below her average. Down the lane, quick move and a block on Mariana Veach, but they're going to call a foul. I think the foul was called before. No, they're going to give it on Veach. Mariana got a block but draws body contact according to the officials. He's now got 3 personal fouls. Highland now with 5 team fouls. Johnson County with none in the quarter. Collins at the free throw line, a 60% charity stripe shooter, got up and good. She's got 9. Leandra Wilson back in the Highland lineup. Bailey Farrell will take a seat. Collins at the charity stripe, 18 out of 30 coming into tonight's action. Shot is up. That one's good. She's now got an even 10 points in the game. Back to that 10-point lead by the Lady Cavaliers, 51-41. Coming up on the 5:15 mark. And a whistle will stop play. I believe a foul on Johnson County. Foul is on Johnson County, number 1. That is Bree Griffin. That's her second personal. First team foul against Johnson County in the quarter. And we're at the 5:12 mark. Pass comes into Wilson. Leandra. This is top of the circle to Dow. Jamaica down, got behind the net, got behind the basketboard, had no place to go with it. Quickly cross-court pass for the Cavaliers. Bump and a no foul call. Rebound pulled back by number 23, Kiana Lee. Johnson County will burn some clock. Down the lane, a contact made by Leandra Wilson. That's her first of the night.
Leandra Wilson picks up her first.
At the free throw line for the Lady Cavaliers, Bria Griffin, 2 points in the contest, averaging 9.2 a game. 71% from the charity stripe this year. 22 out of 31 gets that one to go.
Molly Simmons and Jordan Salas checking into the Scotty.
Griffin did not attempt a free throw in the first half. Checking back in the Highland lineup,
Abby Harrell also in.
number 22, Abby Harrell, a 6-foot freshman out of Boyd, Texas. Harrell, a 3-point shooter by trade, has been out most of the preseason, before the regular season starts. Free throw is up and good. 4 points now for Griffin. So Highland with outside shooters on the floor, as Mariana Beach is down the seat here on the bench. Harrell with it into the deep right corner. Damani Simmons will launch a 3. That one's no good off the back of the iron, and a whistle and a foul. And it's going to be on number 22, Abby Harrell.
Abby Harrell picks up.
And now the foul's racking up on the Highland side of the board. At the free throw line for the Lady Cavaliers, Erica Nelson. Nelson now with 14 points to my count in the ball game. 77 out of 109 charity stripe tosses coming into the contest. She was 4 for 4 in the first half from the free throw line. She's averaging 17.8 points a contest. That ranks her number 3 in the conference. That one's up and good. She's got 15. That is Bailey Farrell checking back into the contest with 3 personal fouls, as Amani Simmons will take a seat. Second one up by Nelson is also good. She's now got even 16. 2 points short of her average. Harrell tries to get it into Salas. Whistle is blown on number 23, Shelby Dahl, for her second personal. Highland with a fresh 30-second clock, but the game clock running down at 4:20. Johnson County with their biggest lead of the night, 55-41, a 14-point lead. Has broken open a rather tight close ball game. Tramble in the corner. Farrell will penetrate down the lane, loses the basketball, and it's out of bounds. Turnover Highland. Both teams struggle with turnovers in the first half, 13 for each. And Jamaica Dow now back in the Highland lineup as Jordan Salas will come out. Salas again with 4 personal fouls will come out momentarily. Bree Griffin checks out for Johnson County as Chastity Franklin checks in. Ball quickly ahead to Nelson. Picked up by Farrell. Crossover dribble. We'll bring it back out. Top of the circle. Now burn some clock. Under 4 minutes to go at 3:55. Nelson will drive it all the way in. A whistle called. An offensive charge is called on Erica Nelson. That's her first personal foul of the night. Nice job by Sonia Vukov to pick up the personal foul on the leading scorer for the Cavaliers, Erica Nelson. But that is just the third team foul of the quarter against the Lady Cavaliers. Highland with 8. But that's not the reason that Johnson County has accumulated this lead. Johnson County has hit the basket when they need them. Harrell for 3. Abby Harrell shooting 47% outside the arc. Nails her first 3 points of the night. 11-point lead by Johnson County. And we've got a whistle on the floor. We've got a timeout called by head coach Ben Conrad of Johnson County. 30-second timeout. We'll be back in a bit. 3:23 to go in the ball game. Johnson County 55, Highland 44. Shout out to Andrew Kepke, who's here tonight for Johnson County. His daughter Katie made the list for Scholar Athlete Award. That's going to be taking place at between 2 ball games tonight. We'll give shout out to Katie and former Lady Scotty volleyball player, her sister Christy. Shot no good by Johnson County. Vukov with the rebound. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Johnson County up by 11. Highland's going to have to get some points in a hurry and stop the clock running. Shot no good by Vukov. Rebound pulled down by number 23, Cleona Lee. Lee gives it back to Nelson. And again, the men's game will be rather delayed, I'm sure. They've got over 100 scholar athletes to give awards to tonight here in the gym between ball games. 6 on the shot clock for Johnson County. Nelson with the basketball will step back and throw it up. It's a 2-point basket for Focus on the line. Nelson now with 18 points in the ball game to lead all scores. 57-44. Lady Cavaliers up by 13. Down the lane, Farrell cannot get it up against Lee. Ball knocked away by Nelson as she picked the pocket of Sonia Vukov. And we've got a timeout called by Johnson County. Johnson County basketball, timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here with 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Lady Cavaliers 57, Lady Scotty 44. Johnson County shot 35% in the first half. Highland shot 35%. The big issue again was the free throws. The Lady Cavaliers were 7 of 8 in the first half, and they made a number of them here in the second half to build this 13-point lead with 2 minutes to go in the game. So Johnson County basketball on a fresh 30-second clock as they got possession of the basketball and got the timeout. Ball comes in to Nelson. Nelson picked up by Dow. Highland's going to have to try to trap. Going to get it back out top of the circle to Collins. 15 on the shot clock. Collins working one-on-one against Farrell. We'll back it back out as Ben Conrad says now go. The left-hand side ball knocked away by Farrell. 5 on the shot clock, and we've got a timeout. We've got a player stepped out of bounds is what the official said. Had the turnover on Chastity Franklin. $1:30 to go in the contest. 13-point lead by Johnson County. And a whistle will stop play. You got an illegal, or a ball stepped out of bounds on the near side, what the official said. So back-to-back turnovers by each team. Johnson County with the basketball. They're going to get it inbound to Tiesas College. Highland's going to have to foul to stop the clock. They don't want to foul Nelson, the leading scorer for Johnson County. They're going to have to go over and try to trap. 15 seconds. We're coming on the 1 minute mark of the ball game. Johnson County's going to come away with their 24th consecutive victory of the season. And Highland's going to drop to 21-2 on the year. Johnson County will own the top spot in the conference with a great big offensive rebound by Keona Lee. And that was huge for Johnson County on the rebound by Lee. And a quick foul by Bailey Farrell. Bailey Farrell now with 4 personal fouls. And that will send Chastity Franklin, a 73% free throw shooter at the line. She got 5 points in the ball game. First one's up and good. Give her half a dozen. She came in averaging 7.1 per contest, 51 out of 70 from the charity stripe this year. The 5'6" sophomore out of St. Louis, Missouri. That one's off of the back of the iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Vukov. Sonia quickly down the left-hand side to Farrell. 40 seconds to go in the ball game. Shot up long off the backboard, no good. It goes off of Johnson County to be Highland basketball. Johnson County going to win their 3rd consecutive game over the Lady Scotties. They're going to lead the series now 56-17 here in the 73rd meeting. Tramble will track it up. Reverse layup is blocked out of bounds by Collins again. Collins has had several big blocks in the contest. And a great defensive job by the 5'6" freshman out of Kansas City, Missouri. The basket is down and good by Jamaica Dow. There's a foul on the floor. Foul's on number 3. That is Chastity Franklin. That's her 4th personal foul. Basket is good by Dow. She gets that one to go. She's now got 11. Second Highland player in double figures tonight. Sonia Vukov with 15. Monty Simmons back in the Highland lineup for defensive purposes. 26.2. Ball on the floor, stolen away by Highland. Over to Tramble for 3. She'll throw up one. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by Vukov. Vukov throws it right into the hands of number 23, Keona Lee. So we'll take a long walk down to the far end of the court. And a foul is called on number 3, Bailey Farrell. Excuse me, that is.
Fouls on number 5. That's her 5th.
Foul is on Jamaica Dow. That's 5 on Dow.
Shooting 2.
So Jamaica Dow is fouled out of the ball game. As Leandra Wilson will come in and replace her.
Leandra Wilson.
And at the free throw line, Keona Lee, a 67% free throw shooter. Lee trying to get her first points of the night. She did not attempt a free throw in the first half. Gets the first one to go. So she's in the books with 1. 33 out of 49 coming in tonight. That one's also good. She's got a pair. 16 seconds to go in your ball game. Johnson County up 60-47. Layup up and good by Bailey Farrell. Bailey now with 5 in the game. A timeout charge to B.J. Smith. Full timeout called by B.J. Smith with 12.2 seconds to go. Johnson County 60, Highland 49. Again, Johnson County is going to take the number 1 spot in the Region 6 standings. Highland will fall into number 2 spot. Johnson County will go to 4-1, 5-1, and 24-0. Excuse me, they'll go to 5-0, 6-0, and 24-0. Highland will fall to 3-1, 5-1, and 21-2 on the season. Don't forget, these two teams match up again on the last regular season of the year, as they will play on Monday the 22nd of February in Ben Allen Fieldhouse at 5 o'clock up in Highland. And a quick whistle on the floor, as Johnson County could not get the ball in. The timeout called by Ben Conrad. Johnson County now will extend their home streak to 21-0 this year. They'll extend their 35-game winning streak to 36, and the Lady Scotties 18-game winning streak on the top. That is still a school record for Highland for 18 consecutive victories in a single season. Again, both teams, number 1 and number 2 in the NJCA in scoring, both held well below their season average tonight. Don't forget, Highland fans, that coming up this Saturday, we'll be back on the air from Kansas City, Kansas Community College with the ladies contest at 2 o'clock. The men's game will be played at 4. Both games over the Sky Sports Network as Highland starts the second half of their conference and region season. Highland will be at home on Wednesday, a week from tonight, February the 10th, as they will host Labette. 5 and 7 are your starting times up there in Ben Allen Fieldhouse. Last time I looked, Fort Scott was leading Labette big down in Parsons. Ball comes in to number 3, Chastity Franklin. A quick foul called on number 12, Cheyenne Robinson. Cheyenne Tramble, excuse me. That's Tramble's first personal foul of the night. This is going to look a little uglier in the books than it was on the court. As at the floor, number 3, Chastity Franklin with 6 points, trying to pick up her season average of 7.1. And she did not. Abby Harrell checks back in the Highland lineup. Amani Simmons checks out with 10.9 to go. Figured this would be a lot closer than it was tonight, folks, but both teams played hard. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Nope, tell-in play by Highland. Vukov with the rebound. All the way down is Tramble. Her layup is up and good. Tramble picks up the easy bucket. That is now 9 points for Cheyenne. And a long pass down the court. And Lee will bring it back out, and that's the ball game. Final score, a 9-point win by the number 1 Lady Cavaliers of Johnson County. 60-51 over your 6th-ranked Highland Lady Scotties. We'll get the final stats, and I'll be back. You're watching this Scotty Sports Network. And welcome back to Johnson County Community College. The Lady Cavaliers, number 1 in the nation, defeating the 6th-ranked Highland Lady Scotties tonight by the final score of 63-51. Scoring summary for the night for the Lady Scotties. In a losing attempt, Sonia Vukov with 15 points, 6 of 20 outside the arc, or 6 of 20 from the floor, 2 of 6 outside the arc, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Sonia with her 13th double-double of the year, 15 points and 13 rebounds. She also had 3 assists and dished out 5 steals. Other players in double figures for Highland. Jamaica Dow finished with 11 points. Diane Tramble had 11. Bailey Farrell with 3. Leandra Wilson with 6. Damani Simmons with 1. Abby Harrell with 2. Sydney Blackburn with 2. For the contest, Lady Scotties connected on 19 of 61 attempts for 31%, well below their season average. 6 of 23 outside the arc for 26%, and they were 7 of 12 from the free throw line for 58%. For the Lady Cavaliers, they were led in scoring by Erica Nelson, their leading scorer, with 19 points, 5 of 15 from the floor, 1 of 5 outside the arc. She was 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Other player in double figures with a double-double was Kiesson Collins, 10 points and 10 rebounds. Other scores for Johnson County, Chastity Franklin with 5. Kiana Lee with 2. Shelby Dahl with 9. Bree Griffin with 4. Ariel Jackson with 5. Austin Richardson had 0. She had 3. Kira Isaiah had 2. And rounding out the score for Johnson County was Tracy Monahan with 1. For the night, the Lady Cavaliers connected on 19 of 55 for 35%. They were 4 of 14 outside the arc for 29%, and they were 18 out of 23 at the free throw line for 73 or 78%. There's where your difference in the ball game was. Johnson County out-rebounded Highland, 46-37, holding Highland to just 9 offensive rebounds on the night. Lady Scotties committed 24 turnovers. Johnson County committed 22. Lady Cavaliers led at the end of every quarter, 18-15, 10-10, 13-11, and 19-15 to take the 60-51 victory. Biggest lead of the night by Johnson County was 14 at the 45-second mark. Lady Scotties led by 1 way back in the first quarter at 7:27. Points off a turnover tonight, Highland with 20. Johnson County with 17. Second chance points, Highland with 10, Johnson County with 5. Points off a fast break, nobody got points there. Bench points was Johnson County with 15, Highland with 11. And points in the paint, Highland 24, Johnson County 22. But again, the big effort tonight was the free throws, 18 out of 23 for the Lady Cavaliers, again led by Erica Nelson, 19 points, 8 of 9 from the charity stripe here from Overland Park. I want to thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back after the award ceremony here. We'll try to keep you updated on Facebook and Twitter. Contact me on Russ Karn, RUSSKARN, on Twitter, if you will, and I'll let you know when the men's game will start. So again, good night, everybody, from Johnson County Community College. The Lady Cavaliers 60, the Lady Scotties 51.